Hey everyone, it's Jamie from IndependenceStNola and Seasons of Ritual, and I'm here with my good friend Helen, the Crimson Cadaverous.
Hello.
And it is 82 degrees.
Yes, it's definitely not cold here.
No, so all our friends that are getting snow on,
We're sorry.
yeah, and been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we were talking before we started the video.
Yes.
This is going to be a really active week. We're going to be talking about the week of February 27th, moving into March.
Yes. I can't believe it's March already.
I know. Let's march into this.
Yeah, we're definitely marching into it this week.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes.
And so we were talking about all the planets in Aries.
Yes. We've got a lot of planets in Aries right
Yes.
now. We've got 6 planetary bodies.
Okay.
So I think that's important to say because they're not technically all planets.
Correct. Yes, you're
Right.
correct. Yes.
But they are all hanging out together, so I think they all kind of have a little party going on, and
They're kind of priming the pump for Aries season.
yes, they
Yeah.
definitely are. So we're definitely getting a little bit of a,
Which we're just into Pisces season.
yes, I know, and it feels like Pisces season, but
Yeah.
we're still looking forward to Aries season.
We're in it to win it.
And actually, we have a really interesting conjunction late tonight, which today is Sunday
Yeah,
that we're
we're
filming
actually
this.
filming on Sunday. Yes.
Yes.
Secrets of the Trade.
Yes.
We're filming a day before. Okay.
That speaks to that Aries energy that
Okay.
I think actually kind of starts the entire week off, right? Is that Venus conjunct Vesta. And see that horn nose, it's a big deal.
Toot, toot. Yeah.
Venus conjunct Vesta is basically happens right before midnight tonight. So as far as I'm concerned, it's basically starting that next week off. And Venus is our value system.
Yes.
Venus is how we find beauty in the world. She's connected to the divine feminine.
Yeah. She's our self-worth.
Yes,
When you say
she's our
value system,
self-worth.
yeah.
And Vesta is the sacred flame. So she is that spark of life inside of us that allows us to keep devoted to whatever really matters to us.
Yeah.
And to see these two come together, it's almost impossible for us to devote ourselves to something that doesn't truly matter to us.
And what sign are they?
Aries.
Okay,
So
just
again, the
making sure.
initiator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's actually a really great time that all this is happening in Aries, which is that initiation, that fire, while we are in Pisces season,
Yes.
because we are bringing in this higher idea and value system of Pisces, again, which is allowing old stuff to die.
Yes.
So if before you didn't know your self-worth, or before you kind of felt burned out, or you didn't see the value in the divine feminine, or how to nurture yourself,
Yeah.
let alone others, it's time to start dreaming this in again,
Yeah.
right? And then, like you said, I keep saying Venus is in her full Venus.
She clearly is.
She's in her full Venus. And so, and just remember, you guys who are all Tauranians, our sweet, sweet Tauranians, Venus is your ruler.
Yep.
So,
And Libra.
and Libra.
And
I
Librans.
always forget. Sorry, I forgot Libra.
okay.
Okay. That's why.
We're closer to Taurus season than Libra season,
Okay.
so it's all right.
Totally, that's why I forgot. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. So it's for everyone who's a Taurus. Well, the reason I say Taurus, I guess, is because it's a fixed sign.
Yes.
And they've been in it to win it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And so, especially if you're a Taurus and you're starting to kind of like come alive with, oh, wait, I don't have to do things this way, or I'm realizing my self-worth. And actually, I would say that for all the fixed signs. Because Venus is the ruler of Taurus
Yes.
fixed sign. So, and she's conjunct with Vesta.
Yes.
So other fixed signs: Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo.
Leo. Don't
Sorry.
forget our Leo.
Sorry, Ma. If you guys are kind of like getting this awakening, I say it's because of that. Now, scientifically and or mathematically, probably not. Okay, but I do believe when these fixed signs have these energies or asteroids or lots of planets, it does affect the other fixed signs.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're fixed.
Yeah,
So.
definitely.
Okay, friends, so yes.
And then again, one more note for this
Yes, yes.
week, which is how we take into, next week,
Yeah.
is Saturn is moving into his anaretic degree today.
Okay, and the anaretic degree.
Final degree, so 29th degree, degree of mastery, completion. It's, the most challenging degree,
Right.
so to speak, to get through because it's getting us into the next sign. It's
Right.
proving we're ready for the next sign, so to speak. And of course, Saturn's going to move into Pisces on March 7th. But for this period of like the next week and a half or so, he's going to be in his anaretic degree, and we're going to be finishing up all the things that have spoke to the Saturn energy in Aquarius since March of 2020. We all know what happened in March of 2020.
The pandemic.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a good time. Like she said, it's in his final degrees
Yes. So definitely
of Aquarius.
definitely something big shifting with that. Once he moves into Pisces, but we've got that last little tail end of that energy to work with, and I think it's definitely going to feel like it this week.
Yeah.
And Saturn is definitely, Sky Daddy, always making sure we're being responsible.
Yeah.
And, keeping our boundaries straight and building our solid foundations.
Yes.
And he's just going to ask that of this.
Yeah.
Of us. Are we doing that?
Yeah. And so, into, like she said, it will move into Pisces March 7th. And so that energy, though, is still going to be there as it moves. So it's important to, Aquarius is the future. And this is its ancient ruler. So these new ideas that come in, or seeing things differently, or communicating differently, you guys write that down. Even if you're like, no way. The answer is yes way. Especially because we are in this Pisces season, who's bringing in these dreams.
Yes.
So Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius's 29th degree is really going to start stabilizing things that need to change now. But you guys have got to realize, like, it's like forever.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, it's going to happen next week, and then if it doesn't happen, it's done. No, this can still happen 3 weeks from now, a year from now. So it's important to journal. It's important to write these ideas down.
Yes, definitely be doing a lot of journaling at this time, because there's a lot of energy shifting.
What did we say? It was going to be an active week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely a very active week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. So Monday.
Yes. Yay, we're just starting the week now.
Yeah. The Monday will be the 27th.
Yes.
Oh, also, I heard that tonight, like later today, the 26th, there's supposed to be a lot of solar flares, a lot of solar energy coming in. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but I know what that means.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So, just putting that in there too.
Yes.
Okay, so Monday, the moon will be in Gemini.
Yes. And this is when we see the moon square with the sun in Pisces now, creating the first quarter moon. So anytime we see a square between the moon and the sun, we have what they call a quarter moon. So either a first quarter or last quarter. And the funny thing about that is it actually looks like a half moon, not a quarter moon.
I know.
But, we're not going to, get too sticky on that one.
Yeah.
But, so quarter moons are action moons. So either if it's the first quarter, we're taking actions towards our new moon intentions. If it's the last quarter moon, then we're taking actions towards releasing things that came up during the full moon. Either way, we're taking action.
Right.
So this first quarter moon, we're taking action on something that we set intentions for. And what's interesting is the moon will be conjunct on Mars, or conjunct with Mars at that same time.
Yeah.
So it's like adding like an extra dose of power to what we're doing.
Yeah, and also again, when I talk about Gemini, you guys, I always talk about it as being unity consciousness, and so it's important that you start getting excited about that. Like, oh wait, I do actually have options. Oh wait, there is more things than this or that. So make sure you guys keep pumping up that energy and start seeing, like, no, other things can come in. We don't know how these things are going to land. So that's really important when Gemini is conjunct Mars.
Yes.
So Mars is going to move things through.
Yes.
Okay, that same day, the moon will be in a sextile
with 4 of the 6 planetary bodies that are in Aries right now.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a theme throughout this week, is like the moon interacting with these 6 planetary bodies. So let's review those planetary bodies first.
Please.
So we have Venus, we have Jupiter, we have Vesta, we have Chiron, and we have Juno, and we have Eris.
And those are all in Aries.
All in Aries right now. So the moon, whatever the moon's doing, if it's doing it with one, it'll be doing it with all of them around the same time.
She's busy.
I know, she is.
Aries is full.
Yes.
It's full house.
Currently on Monday will be the sextile with Venus, Jupiter, Vesta, and Chiron. And then later on Tuesday, skipping ahead, she'll do Juno and Eris as well.
Yeah.
So basically, that with the sextile, that's going to be a 60-degree difference, so 2 signs away.
Okay.
That's going to be a really favorable energy.
Yeah.
So we're working with that first quarter moon. We
Right.
want to keep that in mind, and that conjunction with Mars. We've
Right.
got a power up. We've got action that we feel like we need to take.
Right.
And then we've got this harmonious energy with all these planets in Aries saying, "Do it."
And let me
take the
tell
action.
you, that sextiling with Chiron, to me, is people saying, fuck it.
Yep.
We're going to do it. I
definitely.
don't care. We're doing
Yep.
it. We're doing it.
it.
Because I know my worth now.
Yes.
It can get done.
And we know our worth because Venus is there. We're going to
Yep.
go big because Jupiter's
Jupiter's there. Yep.
We got the fire lit because Vesta's there.
And Chiron knows what to do to heal.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. He's the great healer.
Okay, so you guys, that's just Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very big week.
Yeah, so on Tuesday, the moon will still be in Gemini.
Yes.
It's going to be trining Mercury and
Saturn,
Saturn.
who are both in Aquarius
Yes.
right now.
Yep. So again, Mercury, air sign. Wait, sorry. Gemini, air sign. Mercury rules Gemini.
Yep.
So
And then trining in another air sign,
yeah.
Aquarius.
So-
So very discerning, very intellectual.
right, let those new ideas come in. And then if you guys get stuck between, well, it can only be this idea or that idea, that's when you ask for that higher idea.
Yes.
Because Saturn's going to make it stable. And again, write this stuff down. You don't have to have it all figured out now. It's just important that you guys start noticing this new energy coming in.
Yeah, Mercury definitely wants you to write stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Mercury in Aquarius.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to remember that in the future. Write down.
Because we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then also the moon in Gemini on that same day will square Neptune,
Yes.
who's in Pisces.
Yes. So that may actually be kind of tapping into some of this Pisces season energy of like the, intangibilities of things,
Yeah.
which Moon in Gemini is going to be like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. And the square with Neptune is going to be like, all right, let's sit here and think about it for a while and like swim in these waters and, So we definitely have the challenge with that to stay grounded.
Yeah.
Definitely want to stay grounded in that time period. But I think it also is allowing us to consider that things don't always have to be cut and dry.
Right, or it doesn't have to be tangible.
Yes.
Right, I hope that's going to happen. I don't know, it just is.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, the square in Neptune is always going to be like, it just is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes we have to accept that.
Yeah. And also it's important to also know when we're saying it just is, you don't have everything figured out. That's why you just write this stuff down, okay? We don't know all the fucking fish in the sea or all the little organisms in the sea,
Yeah.
the depths of the sea. There's things there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The depths of the ocean definitely speaks to Neptune and
Pisces.
Pisces. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so then the moon will move into Cancer
Yes.
later that day on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Juno,
Forms a conjunction with Eris.
and just in the sky or in Cancer?
In Aries.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
So we're still in Aries with those planets.
Okay.
And actually, I think I forgot to put it in our notes. The moon will actually sextile Juno and Eris too.
Okay.
So again, the favorable energy with that. But Juno is the great committer. She speaks to our partnerships, what we're committed to. And Eris is the great disruptress. So
Yeah.
she's always disrupting things that we don't need anymore.
Right. She's there with our sweet, sweet discord.
So, with something like that, any kind of thing that we might be committed to that isn't for us anymore,
Yeah.
Eris is going to be like, time to go.
Time to go. And also with that moon in Cancer, the moon rules Cancer.
Yeah.
So you guys, this is like astrology 101, but like what's around your home? What needs to get out of your home? What's not
Yes.
working for you anymore? Whether your home is in yourself or your home is in like your actual home.
Yes.
Okay. I love Juno conjunct Eris.
Yeah.
I
I think
do.
that's a really beautiful energy.
I do too.
And especially in Aries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire
Yeah.
it up.
Also too, I think it's a new way for them to communicate.
Yeah.
From the olden days when Eris was kind of a thorn.
Outcast.
Yeah, kind of a
She was an
thorn.
outcast.
Yeah, in Juno's side, or who was Hera? Juno and Hera, the same
Yes.
person. So I think this is, which again, because Juno conjunct Eris, you said will be sextiling Cancer.
The moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moon in Gemini still at that point.
Oh, we're here. It says moon's into Cancer.
Before.
Okay, so Juno conjunct Eris will be in Cancer.
No, in Aries.
In Aries. Okay,
Yeah, I
Juno
did,
conjunct
that's
Eris.
confusing.
Okay, sorry. We'll be in Aries.
Yes.
And then the moon in Gemini will.
Sextile Juno and Eris.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's communication,
Yes.
right? That's them communicating. So like I said, it was making the point, but not really good. But them talking things out
Yes.
and coming to a new understanding. Okay, and then Wednesday, the moon will move into Cancer.
Yes.
Okay. And when it moves into Cancer, it'll sextile
The North Node.
the North Node, who's still in Taurus.
Helping us move in the direction we need to be moving in.
And just remember, you guys, the moon in Cancer, Cancer is ruled by the moon. Venus rules Taurus. That's a lot of divine feminine energy. Okay. It is trining. The moon in Cancer will trine the sun in Pisces. It's a lot of watery energy.
Yes.
Okay.
But anytime we have that favorable energy flowing, I mean, sextile and trine are very favorable energies. So like either 60 degrees with the sextile, 120 degrees with the trine.
Right.
But whenever we have that favorable energy, it's like everything is just like, I don't want to say flowing easily, but definitely flowing very harmoniously.
Yeah.
And especially with the sun harmoniously flowing with the moon, it like the sun obviously is our vitality, you know, our true self.
Our confidence.
Yes.
Yeah. How we show up.
That's flowing very favorably with the moon in Cancer, which the moon in Cancer is at home, so she's happy.
Right.
She's doing great. So this is a really nice flowing energy that we have between those three planetary bodies.
Yeah, that's that masculine energy within us working together, right? So if it feels a little bumpy that day, that's when you check in with yourself.
Yes.
Okay. It will be squaring. The moon in Cancer will be squaring Venus and Jupiter and Vesta.
And Chiron, which I didn't write down.
Okay, who are all in
Oh wait,
Aries.
no, that happens the next day. Excuse me.
Okay, so it's okay. We're getting through this week.
Yeah.
Okay, the moon in Cancer on Wednesday will be squaring Venus, Jupiter, and Vesta.
Yes.
Who are in Aries, and so Venus and Jupiter and Vesta are going to ask those questions. So instead of us just being like, peace, love, and happiness, they're going to say like, wait, where are we now?
Right. There's going to be some challenges. There's
Yeah.
going to be like, all right, is this right? If not, you know, we got to do what we got to do to make it right.
Because Venus will be conjunct Jupiter, which means they're close to each other.
Yes.
In Aries, and so that's that initiation.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful energy because, like, again, Venus is our values, Jupiter is our faith.
Right.
We literally have faith in our values.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Venus, I can't stress this enough. She is a full Venus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, hitting anything that hits Jupiter just becomes bigger.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
good.
So
yeah.
she's going to be somehow fuller than she is right now, I feel like, at that point.
Yeah, in a good way. Okay, Thursday. Moon still in Cancer.
Yes.
I know it seems like it's never leaving Cancer. It'd also help if I read the notes better. But anyway, Thursday, Moon in Cancer. It's now March 2nd. Okay, the Moon in Cancer is sextiling Uranus, who's still in Taurus.
Yep.
And so that's that good energy, right? Uranus is the future.
Yep.
Right? Uranus rules Aquarius, who's a
Flowing
fixed sign.
easily with the changes.
Yep. So, and Taurus is fixed Earth. So,
Yep.
this is those fixed signs getting some more. Which better way? Like lots of energy, good energy. And that Moon in Cancer, that's our intuition too. So, the same day it's going to square Chiron, Juno, and Eris,
Yep.
who are all in Aries.
Yes. So that same energy, like I said, beginning of the week that we've been working with all those planets in Aries. Again, the challenge with Chiron, the challenge with Juno, the challenge with Eris, where it's like, you know, maybe the things that felt like kind of, you know, easy for us at the beginning of the week, now we're going to have to really think about that.
Yeah, I agree with that statement, and it is. But it's time to show up with that energy. But you guys have got to see yourselves differently. You've got to think about yourselves differently. That's where that Moon in Cancer sextiling Uranus and Taurus comes in.
Yes.
You can't show up to the same problem with last year's ideas.
No,
okay?
you really can't.
You've got to come in with some new energy with that. So that square comes up. Can you do it? Yes, you can. How do you do it differently? Okay. You ask that Uranus and Taurus, how can I ground in some new energy? Taurus is practical. Taurus is creative.
Yeah.
So let's get that in there. Okay. Moon in Cancer will also be trining Neptune and Pisces, which will be helpful.
Yeah, because that's helping us basically imagine something. Imagine something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to say imagine something in particular, just
Yeah.
imagine something, you know, and that's what we do need, because we do need to go, okay, something might need to be different.
Right.
Let's imagine what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Also that same day.
Yes, Mercury's very active.
Yes.
So they are going to form a conjunction with Saturn.
Which means they're real close.
Yep. So merging energies with one another right before Mercury moves into Pisces. So again, like whenever we have planets come together, they're merging energies. So Mercury is our mind, our intellect, the way that we communicate.
Yeah.
Saturn is structures, our foundation, like how.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like how are we structuring our mind?
Yeah.
How are we laying a solid foundation for our mind to be able to work for us, not against us?
Right.
because again, we gotta remember Mercury is going into Pisces right afterwards. So
Right.
there's a little bit of waters of intangibility that our mind may have to swim through in that.
Right.
But getting that solid foundation from Saturn right before, it's almost like getting an anchor.
I know, it's
going
going to
out
make
into
all the
water.
difference. Yeah.
Where it's like you're not going to float away.
No.
You might have to tread a little water, but you're
No.
not going to float away.
And Pisces is going to be really interested to see what Mercury brings in.
Yes.
Because when Mercury shows up with his swords from Aquarius, because Aquarius is air, which is in the tarot,
Yep.
sword sign, Pisces is going to take the things that need to be transmuted and changed immediately.
Yes.
And so as it moves through Pisces, it will keep doing that. And Saturn is telling Mercury, okay, go into Pisces and make these things work.
And you know what's interesting? I'm looking at my notes.
Yeah.
You know, Mercury only stays in a sign for a very short period anyways,
Yeah.
but this time is really short. 16 days. He moves into Aries on the 18th.
He's hauling ass.
Right. So we don't have a lot of time with this energy, which we never do with Mercury. He's always hauling ass. But,
Yeah.
excuse me, they. Mercury's non-binary.
Okay,
But it's like almost like even if it is crazy and tangible where we're like we can't get our minds straight on something, it's only gonna last 16 days.
Yeah, and
that
also,
I want to remind people.
Right. So think of it maybe as a vacation for your brain.
Yeah, it's like a 2-week vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We totally need that after Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Okay. So Friday, the moon's still in Cancer.
Yes. Where we will form that opposition with Pluto.
Okay.
For Pluto and his anoretic, or
Yeah,
he is an anoretic.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
It's his 29th degree in Capricorn.
Yes.
And so, just saying, so I have so many people that I talk to, like millions, no, but I have a lot of people that I talk to, and they talk about how their work is totally different. And I keep telling them it's that Pluto in Capricorn.
Yep.
And it's time you guys, it's like, it's
He's
time to do things.
transforming work, basically. Yeah.
So listen to your intuition when it comes to this. And I mean, a lot of this is not easy. A lot of them are working with like narcissistic bosses. Like a lot of them are working with narcissistic coworkers. I mean, it's not a tiny change. It is a massive change.
Yes.
So you guys, when I talk about this, and even with Helen, when we talk about this 29th degree with Pluto and Capricorn, like we get it. Okay, so.
And not to mention Saturn's there now too.
Yeah, and Saturn's his 29th degree of Aquarius.
Right. So it's
right?
like we're pushing that last little bit of energy
It is
that
saying,
we need to get something out of.
Yeah, get rid of that way of being. You know, you've got to make yourself stable. You've got to make the way you work stable.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to you guys, but we're going to do this.
Yep.
You're doing it. You're
We're all
doing
doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it. Okay, then the moon will finally move into Leo.
Yay. That's crazy.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
you know, it feels like the moon's been in Cancer all week.
I know.
Yeah, but then in Leo,
Yeah.
that is good.
Okay.
So, because then we're going to have that square with the North Node. So it's like, whatever's keeping us from our destiny, so to speak, we're going to have to get that out of there.
Have a talk.
And you know what? Conjunct Lilith too, and Lilith is going to be that bitch that's going to say nah to basically everything that doesn't work for us.
Right. Lilith is a strong woman.
Yep.
And so, the moon in Leo conjunct Lilith. So that's a lot of fire. I feel like Lilith is all elements. So
Yes.
when she's conjunct Leo, they're having a good talk.
Yeah, and I think the thing that is interesting about Lilith is like she's always been kind of relegated to,
Demon-y.
yes.
Yeah.
But she's really just someone who speaks for herself.
Yeah, she knows-
and lives for herself.
Right. She knows what's up.
And I think the thing that we have to remember about her energy when we're talking about her astrologically is she wants the same thing for us.
I agree.
So when the moon forms a conjunction there, it's like
Your
if something's not for us.
right.
we're
Your
gonna have to-
intuition is gonna be calling bullshit on people.
Yep.
And you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I got it.
And she's just going to very heavily encourage us to stick up for ourselves in that sense.
And you will. You guys,
Yeah.
you will. Venus, who's in Aries,
Yes.
will be conjunct Chiron, so they'll be side by side.
Yes.
Who is also in Aries, which is good because Lilith is going to have all that fire
Yep.
from Leo. And then Venus, who Chiron might be a little weepy. We don't know. We're trying to make him more strong.
Trying to make him into the great healer, not
Right.
the wounded healer.
Right. And so that's good energy to keep working with him as the great healer. Yeah. You might be licking your wounds and being like, but it doesn't fucking matter as long as you guys are packing your bags and moving. Okay?
Right.
That's all that matters.
And I think, with Venus being, our value system and like the things that truly matter to us, like she's asking us while she's in this conjunction with Chiron to the things that have hurt us, does it really still matter to us?
Yeah.
Is there things we can let go that
Right.
like maybe we've evolved?
Right.
That like maybe it hurt before, but it needed to happen, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
so
right,
that,
right, yeah.
Like whatever you want to say, so that we can move forward, and it's okay to release those things now.
Yeah, and if it does still hurt, again, as long as your bags are packed and you're moving out the door into something different, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, Saturday, moon will still be in Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the big story of the week, all the planets in Aries, that
Yes.
continues, but that continues with the trine with Vesta, Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus on that day.
Yeah.
So again, the trine is 120 degrees away, very harmonious, all in the same sign. So they're all in fire signs. So we got this like really, really like happy, harmonious, fiery energy that we're working with. So even if we had some questions when that moon was squaring these planets, now we feel
The day
okay
before.
about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we feel like, all right,
You
we
know what?
answered those questions.
Yeah.
Now I can do something good with this.
Right.
And
Yeah.
square Uranus, making the change.
Making that change. Yeah.
For real.
Right.
You can't not make a change when the moon is square Uranus.
Right. Saturday, you're going to be inspired, you guys. There's going to be lots of inspiration.
Yeah, there's definitely some inspiration there.
Yeah. And you're going to be inspired by the change.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday, the moon is still in Leo.
Yes.
Okay, it's sextiling Mars, who's still in Gemini.
Yep.
So, I think Leo and Mars is always a good energy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So,
My Mars is in Leo, and I love it. So,
okay, yeah.
Yes.
Living example.
Yes. It's one of my favorite places.
Okay. So that's going to be good, you guys. It will be also trining Eris and Juno, who is in Aries,
Yep.
right?
So that same story we've been dealing with all week, but again, a lot more favorable energy, a lot easier flow to it.
And let me tell you this too, like this discord that comes up, you guys are going to see it in a different light,
Yeah.
right? Because Juno/Hera, she's the peacock. She always has those eyes out on everything. So this is good. This is going to help you guys see things differently. And that moon in Leo will be opposing Saturn in Aquarius,
Yes.
which I think will be good because then you will be able to see how to make yourself stable in a different way.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's important to say, the different way.
Yeah.
Because we're not moving through all this energy so we can just keep everything
Nope.
the same way.
Nope.
Why would we go through all this
Right.
if we're not changing something?
We would be having lots of different energy. This
Yes.
energy is energy of change.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's great
Yep.
because, it's moving us forward.
Right. You can't go backwards, everybody.
Right. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
No. You can't divorce the states.
No.
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 And any other bullshit.
Whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
You gotta move forward.
Right. You missed your window in
Yep.
time. So you guys just know that too, okay? Things might seem a little scary but we can't go backwards.
No.
No matter.
And we're not.
No.
Yeah.
We studied it too much. We will let you know.
Yeah. We promise it's okay.
Yeah. Yes, we
It's
do.
getting better and better.
It is. It really is. So,
I mean, I think it's just up to us all individually to accept that it is getting better and
Yeah.
want to be moving in that
Direction.
better direction.
Yeah.
And once we all want that, that's just where we're going.
and I can tell you this too, the rhetoric gets really high when a really good energy starts pummeling the planet.
Yeah.
So just know that too.
Yep. There's always going to be someone that tries to pull it back, but that's okay.
It's it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Well, busy week ahead, starting tonight.
Yes.
If you have questions, you can reach out to us on our YouTube channels or on Instagram
Yes.
at The Crimson Cadaverous or Seasons of Ritual or IndependenceStNola. Again, just to remind you guys, Helen and I are both, we both read astrology and we're both tarot workers. So if you guys want to get a session with either one of us, you can do that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I don't ever, okay, so I'll start plugging that for.
Because we're always terrible at promoting
It's
ourselves.
true.
It's like, I don't know.
But after this week,
Maybe not.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not. Change the narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
We'll be on it. Okay, you guys, have a great week. And if you have any questions, please reach out. And we'll see you guys next week.
Have a good week.